What's up, YouTube? It's Bird. I've got a fairly impressive gameplay here. I got on a specialist streak early and then blew it, and then I got on what I think would have been a Moab streak, except the game ended. But oh well. I'm not here to talk about the gameplay. We're here to talk about why I haven't uploaded something in, what is it, like over a week now? And why the fact that this is an old game. Actually, this is, I don't know, a couple weeks old. Just after the pack dropped. This is the first weekend after the pack dropped for PC. Anyway, I have been like swamped with school. It's been crazy. And so I have not played my own Modern Warfare 3 in over a week. Now, part of that has been I've been playing other games, but yeah, like I just have not had time for Call of Duty. And when I have played, this is actually, I've got one more decent gameplay after this, but the rest of it is like, around 1 KD, fairly unimpressive. Lucky bird there. I heard you. So, what you can expect from me is Black Ops 2 is going to release on the 13th, right? November 13th, which means that the 10th, 11th, that's a weekend. By that weekend, I'll have the top 5 secondary weapons out, the top 5 best maps, top 5 worst maps. Those will probably be the last ones, although I could probably do them now. And top 5 best and worst guns. If there's anything else you guys want to see until then, let me know now and I'll try to get it out. I've been playing a ton of Madden recently, so I could actually probably do a little bit. That's what I've been playing a lot of. So I could probably do, a little quick guide for that. But, I feel I need to let you guys know that I'm swamped. It's not going to be at all consistent. I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep the top 5 schedule up. I really wanted to, and I don't know. You know what? School comes first, right? Anyway, I guess we're getting right on time. It means I can actually talk about the gameplay now. We've got that taken care of. So if you haven't been able to tell based off the respawns, I'm running a specialist class, which means that my perk selection is going to be different. So I'm starting with certain things to hold me off till I can get what I really want in my specialist package. The base of this class is stealth. So I started off with the 2 most important stealth perks in the game, which are Assassin, by far and away the best perk in the game. And then on this map, you've got to have dead silence, because if you can tell by looking down, it's all metal you're walking on. If anyone who has the slightest experience with a headset will tell you that metal is the most easy sound to be able to determine where people are on. Like, I can right now hear that guy that you're seeing on my radar to my left. I heard him coming around that corner, and I don't even have Sitrep Pro. I have base Sitrep because of Specialist, but I don't have Sitrep Pro. These radars really help too. Anyway, if we're going for stealth, so we've got those 2 perks, we have to have a suppressor too. And then I was going for Extreme Conditioning Pro, so I had that slept on the class. So that means I can't have Scavenger, right? So I picked Extended Mags, and the MP7 Lump Silencer Extended Mags is a fairly good combination on this gun. Picked this gun because it's one of the best guns at all ranges, close and long range. That was stupid right there. Anyway, so I've got my base set up, but 2 perks that I need still if I'm going to get any sort of long streaks, you've got to have Scavenger, or you're screwed. And then, of course, even though you need dead silence on this map, I'm still not passing on my favorite 3rd perk, which is Steady Aim Pro. So you know where that is? That's in the strike package. Pick it up real quick. Now we're left with... Now we've got that all taken care of, we're left with the top perk. So I could have chosen something like Sleight of Hand or Blind Eye, yes, but I didn't feel there was a perk that I desperately needed at 6 kills. So what I did is I said, I'm going to go with 5 perks at 6 kills and not get any real benefit there. But I'm going to get everything at 7. And so I chose Hardline. So now we've gotten the strike package taken care of. we're left with just, the equipment and stuff. So I figured, well, what's going to compete with a portable radar? I'm not using recon, which means the flash grenades have less value. Tactical insertions have their value, but not with what this class is going for. I'm not planning on dying a lot, which means TIs don't help a lot. You can hear the guy to my left right now. Anyway, so I said I'm not spamming out flash grenades because I'm not using recon. I would use flashes over concussions anyway, but that's irrelevant. I'm planning on going on a long streak, so some type of equipment will be useful, right? Because, you only get 2 flash or concussion or 1 EMP or smoke. And so I want to be able to keep use of my equipment slot. So that leaves me with the scrambler and the portable radar, and when compared, those two don't even compare. The portable radar trumps the scrambler by a lot. So I chose the portable radar. Then in your lethal slot, this one's far more open. The throwing knife is by far the most sustainable because all the others are, one-time use and that's it. You can't replenish. The throwing knife you can pick up and you can resupply with scavenger. But there's one problem with the throwing knife. It's by far the least lethal, least effective of the options. And I don't like them, so I pulled that off. And then I choose Semtex over frags every time, so frags are out. Again, I choose Claymores over Bettys every time, so Bettys are out. That leaves us with C4, Semtex, and Claymores. Claymores, while they're nice, they just don't net you kills all too frequently. Although I guess on a map like Offshore, probably be a good choice. But this isn't a class that, I tailored specifically for Offshore. This is a class that I think fits Offshore really well, but I use it on all maps because I think it's a good class. I've got this exact same class still in my loadouts, except I have gold camo, which isn't really gold on, instead of autumn. Anyway. The Claymores are inconsistent, and while C4 may be slightly more versatile than Semtex, like being able to be used to defend an objective and in, close quarter fighting, I just feel so much more comfortable with a Semtex than with anything else in that slot, so I put on a Semtex. If you prefer frags to Semtex, by all means, use a frag. If you think a C4 would be a better choice than this Semtex, by all means, use that C4. I just couldn't make up my mind, so I used what I've used the most and what I'm most comfortable with, which is a Semtex. So, the next thing I want to talk about is Specialist. So Specialist, as most of you should know, gives you all the perks, but only the pro versions if you have them unlocked. So in this game, I didn't have Marksman Pro, Sit Rep, or Sit Rep Pro. I don't think I had Extreme Conditioning, but that would be in my base, so that doesn't matter. And then you don't get Overkill, so you really only get 14. So while it may sound good to start with Overkill, the Overkill sucks, so don't start with Overkill. Just say 14 is better. And, I'm not going to use Overkill. So what I did, well, sorry, I didn't know anything. So what Specialist does, I can see that guy. I'm not sure why I didn't see him. Oh, I know, like the lag probably was in game, not right now. Because he would have shot me already, probably, yeah. Anyway, so it'll give you all these proficiencies except for damage. I know they're on A because that trophy, trophy. Gives you all the proficiencies except damage, breath, and 2 attachments. Well, I've already got 2 attachments enabled, so I don't have to worry about that. Breath is useless, so the only one I'm really missing out on is damage. And damage, well, would simply be overpowered on anything but a shotgun. But what you most notice when you're on Specialist is speed, an SMG, and Stalker, all paired with Steady Aim Pro. That pairing sticks out to me more than anything. Quick Draw and Sleight of Hand definitely don't hurt that area either. You're just so freaking fast in everything. Right here, I got really lucky that my teammate didn't get him first, or he didn't get me, because I needed a scav pack really bad. I was running low on ammo, And my secondaries are not suppressed. They're akimbo, not G18s, because that's my favorite secondary to run, although I don't think it's the best. So at this point, I looked down, realized that we're off by a bit, and I started playing really aggressive because, I mean, I'm only a few off the Moab. I got 16 kills. What's the kill streak? Plus, I got a few flags. So, I'm not sure why this guy's complaining because, I mean, while you can see in the recording, I think a lot of it's just that the frame rate was a little low. I mean, it was bad. It was definitely a playable game. And as you can see, I clearly had a good one. So I hope you enjoyed. It's been Skeeterburn.